Chat! We got another Spectate Bronze Edition. I've been playing Rivals for a while, and back in Season 1 I got carried to gold by a couple of friends. We just played together and I ranked up with them as Penny, and people would just walk into her minds. I started playing again solo queue and I'm having a very difficult time getting out of bronze. Every time I win, I usually have one right after with me getting dumpstered with no help with DPS or healing at all. I recently picked up Thor and wanted some tips on what I should do to get better. Well, first off, you have 4 hours played and we're at the end of the season. I don't know how you expect to rank up if you barely play the game. Bro has a job. Watch out with the slurs in my chat, brother. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna take a quick peek at the career profile. Oh, they've actually ranked up since they sent it in. They got to silver. Yeah, it's not a horrible. Wait, how do you? Wait, how the f are you ranking up? Wait, you have no 50%. There's 2. I don't think they have a positive win rate on any character. They actually have a negative win rate overall as well, and have climbed. Damn, those Chrono Shields be doing crazy. You know, I thought for a second that this was actually going to be pretty good, considering they shifted out of spawn. And I was like, damn, they're actually going to shift their way to point, get early positioning. But they did it once and then stopped. I feel like this is someone who watched the last, when we spectated the EOMM demon and was like, yeah, I gotta shift out of spawn, and then just did it once, and I'm like, the job ain't done. I wouldn't jump down here, but like, I guess where are you going? Hey, you know what would be really easier than fighting from here and shooting upwards? If you just left click that thing, walked over here and just shot straight into them. You'd actually just not miss a single hit, but like, hey, what do I know? Any right clickers? Any right clickers? Oh god. Oh my god. You just play Thor like Reinhardt. You do like 4 damage on each hit. And the wall is actually beating your ass. That was horrible. Yeah, GG no heals. I don't know. Yeah, you're also behind Groot walls in their spawn. Like, what's the point? Walls are OP? That is true. Nobody shoots the walls. Alright, a little early on that, but I guess that's fine because the M is 2 inches away from you. I don't even know if you meant to kill her. Also, this is PC. That looked like controller. Why are you right? The right click is used to do nothing other than finish off a kill / get Thor Force. You should not be right clicking a f***ing Groot wall. Any awakeners? There we go. I hate to say, I'm trying to not be mean here, but you've won this fight and the previous fight, like going in, you didn't really have any impact. You didn't really do much. You kind of just shot a tank a couple times and maybe hit him a couple times. What is your Psylocke doing? Your Psylocke got a kill. All right. So you can awaken form early here, right? Like just spam damage. Why not? There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get a kill. No, you're kind of going a little deep. I wouldn't go this deep. You're kind of a little deep. You don't have to go all the way down there. You're gonna die. Oh god. Oh wait. This is stressing me out. Are you gonna awaken? Okay. Yeah, your team is behind you, and you're gonna. Yeah. You know, you make a mistake running down the hallway, and you actually survive, and then you get gifted a second life and do nothing with it. You sit there and just slowly die. You had about 15 seconds to decide whether you wanted to live or die, but instead you decided the path of sitting in a small hallway with a squirrel girl. The invis is 1 HP. I guarantee that's what he thought too. I guarantee this guy looked at that and went, oh, I almost killed the invis. Wrong. The fact that you even lived that long is a miracle. He would have gotten 3 if he ulted. He wouldn't have got anybody. He would have just literally just hit the roof. Well, I guess it's bronze. Maybe you're right, actually. I gotta remember, bronze is a weird place with this stuff. But like, he ulted. Okay, listen. There's a very simple tech on how to ult on Thor. You get up on someone, especially support, shift into them, whatever. You pop your bubble, you pop your E, and then ult. Because if they leave the bubble, they get slowed. Especially next season, that's gonna be very good to have in your bag. You will insta-delete people. Where are you going? Just... Where are you going? I guess you don't want to get spammed out by the squirrel, sure. A little early on that one, champ. And then... What is the point of rotating if you're just gonna go to the same spot? It's like, oh, big brain plays. Let's rotate top so we don't get spammed out. And then goes to the same spot. Why even waste the time? Why waste? Why waste? This is the definition of running it down. I don't even know if it's the definition of running it down. This is just lost. You gotta remember, the difference between Celestial, Top 500, Eternity, and Bronze is just the speed at which shit happens. He's got about 19 years to make decisions and to leave. Like, even right now, like, oh, now I'm gonna take forever to leave. There is no difference. They just take years. But they're just running around. Yeah, that's why I don't mean running it down. Running around my... So what was that? You pop your Awaken form and then do nothing. I know if you're waiting for your teammates, right? Like, let's say you, like, that's the case, right? Like, I'm waiting for my team. Why not at least try to do some damage? Or hell, why not just not pop it? Yeah, you're dead. The fact that you're alive even for that long is a f***ing miracle. Oh, and he rezzed. He's cooking? He's not cooking anything. Now would be a good time to awaken. Yep, there you go. There you go. And you got 2 out of it. Mechanically, definitely needs some serious f***ing help, though. Thor is not the type of character that you want to be running up to people just hitting them with the hammer over and over. I know the skin feels good because it goes ribbit, 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 but, like, it ain't good for you. And you also don't have to walk this close to go for the Awaken. I know your Blade's going for ult, so actually it's not a bad play walking up with him. But you were also been doing that regardless, so you don't have to. You have the range. Please, just pop the Awaken instead. Don't. You want to know why you feel like every game is like a huge win or a huge loss? You have no impact at all. You have no killing power. You have no pressure power. You kind of just run around in circles. If I was playing in Bronze, I would literally just walk onto a flank, pick one target on the enemy team that's squishier than I am, and just make sure they no longer get to play the video game, and they die. See, this is actually a good example, but you're running 1v6. That's the problem. So they're gonna kill you in a sec. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. You can do it. You can actually run down and kill someone, but not run through the whole team. Like, what kind of a moron goes, you know what? Hey, their whole team is walking up together, 6 man. Let me walk into them. Actually, your Adam. Your Adam's a perfect example of a different dumbass. Your Emma, also in this example of also being a dumbass, but here's the best part about your Emma, it's playing Emma, and it takes forever to kill her. Unfortunately, though, you're on Thor. You can't do that. This is a great time to poke. Dude, just like turn the corner, pop your Awaken, and just fucking spam. Get some damage in. I know you are like, well, I already have ult. Yeah, but it's fucking Bronze. I bet you could kill the Squirrel Girl. If you had hit literally any of those shots, like if you had any semblance of a mechanical skill, if you could aim your mouse any bit more than like a 4th grader whose first time holding a pencil was this week in preschool, I guarantee you would have got that kill. It's also, hey, psst, psst, hey, you're a rocket. Ulted. Back here. If you play near the rocket ult, you get damage boost. You get damage boost. And you get shield. And you're playing in their invis ult. On the opposite side. I don't mean to scare you. But what the fuck are you doing? He still has 6 final blows. Actually, I think he was what, 10 and 3 at the beginning? We've actually somehow managed to do less than the previous round. Also, just put like half of your shots into the thing. Pop your E. There you go. Now you have Awaken form again. Yeah, you could pop it. You could pop it, and now you can't anymore. Now you can. Now you can pop it, and you can shoot the rocket ult. You can shoot the rocket ult. I think as Thor, I think you have the highest DPS output potential of any character in the game. And you just decide, f it, it's your guys' problem. You guys shoot the rocket.
Tremble before fast.
You say, f it, you guys do it. You don't even help with the simple shooting the inanimate object. What are we doing? We talking about every game is a super win streak and a super losing streak? Yeah, because you're gambling. You might as well be gambling. You know why you're gambling? Because you're gambling on getting good teammates. Because you don't have impact. Even all that, look at it. Like your Psylocke is f***ing 25-6, cleaning up the entire lobby. Your Emma's 23-5, also cleaning up the entire lobby. Now here you are with your blade again. So, small thing, I know it's bronze. I'm not gonna get on your ass about it being in bronze. You can hit tab to see if they're TPing. Probably should have checked earlier to see if they're TPing. Waken form into frontline, probably not the brightest idea right there, and you get punished for it. Why is it not the brightest idea? Well, because running in 1v6 is terrible idea always. 2, you're playing Thor. You can't 1v6 on Thor. This is why everyone always says Thor is too squishy. Which is kind of true in some ways, but you have to play him differently. You can't just frontline, pretend you're playing in Rivals Reinhardt on Thor. Like, it don't work like that. What?
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
So you ran back 2v4 and said, let me ult their 2 tanks at full HP. Absolute cinema. You are actually feeding though, real talk. For some reason, you have this inherent urge that you must try to literally like lick the other team's nose. You cannot spam from range. You only know how to like touch tips. So, unfortunately, instead of having a retouch and a retake fight, you kind of ran it down, wasted your ult, didn't really get much done. On to round 3. So we're 2 rounds in and we've had almost no impact. By the way, we're talking final hits. I think you got 1 final hit from the last round into this one. Actually, was it 6 or 7? I don't even know if you got 1. All I know is you got +6 deaths. I think you were 10-6, or no, 10-3. Oh my god, 1v6, running it down again. Let's roll. Get slammed to the ground. I don't know why in the world you're like, I'm gonna fight the Emma. Okay, now you actually could. Pop your Awaken, maybe? Yeah, their Emma actually troll. There you go. See when see what the Emma did there? The Emma did what you do and followed you around in circles. And then once you do that, then it's over. Please Awaken for him or something. I don't know why it takes you 19. Hello? The one good thing was killing the Emma. Everything else, I couldn't tell you what the f I witnessed. Alright, this is a good spam, but why are you gonna go lick his nose? Why do you always do that? You have range! For some reason, you always try to go lick their noses, even on your range attacks! What the f, dude? What is this? You got a kill off that? It wasn't even on the slam. There must have been 1 HP. That Groot is 1. That Groot is actually 1. Okay, that was actually pretty good awareness. Now you can help kill the Emma. Okay. Your mechanical skill needs insane work, but this is, I'm telling you right now, if you go back and watch the Psylocke's gameplay, I guarantee the Psylocke is either like an alt account or just like, no, that's an alt account for sure. He's 35-8. So they're TPing, right? You could have just hard spammed the choke there and just got a bunch of damage in. But, you know, it's fine. This is fine. Just commit for the kill. Unlucky. That was actually kind of fine, but you kind of needed to just reawaken your Awaken form really quickly again to try to survive, but they ended up just popping multiple ults, so you were going to die anyways. Please don't run it down 1v6 right now. 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 Please don't. You kind of slowed down a little. That's good. Still kind of running it down 1v6. Dude, I just came back from 2 days off. You're lucky I'm in like a good mood today. Because like, holy Christ. Brother, they're playing Groot. They're walling you off. And you're literally walking down main to them. You can't do that. Hey, I love how the wall is just like not my problem. It's like, yeah, someone else deal with it. You don't all like, listen, that one time you shot the Strange was actually kind of not a bad idea. You would have died there, by the way. You would 100% would have died. Your Hulk saved you. Just throwing that out there. Why do you always go for tanks though? Like, going for tanks sometimes is like not bad. Like, it's actually a fine thing to do. But you only chase tanks with your Awakened form. Why? Like, right here. Oh, are you gonna, wait, are you actually gonna chase the invis? Your blade gets the kill, but you had the right idea. Okay. I mean, I think you win anyways, because your blade got a nice ult, but that was the first time in a while I've seen you pick the right target.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
So I think you end up winning this. But yeah, I mean, real talk, you want to know why you feel like every game is a 50-50? You have no impact. And what I mean by no impact, you have no pressure. You don't go kill things. You just shoot the other tank and stand there. Your ults don't have any impact. I think you got 1 kill, and it was on a Cloak and Dagger. It was 1 HP, and I know they're 1 HP because you were still in the air, and it only does tiny amounts of chip damage while you're still in the air until it slams. So the fact that you got the kill while in the air tells me that you just walk by and they're one-shot. Really hit. Your target priority is f***ing horrible. And you need to figure out when to be going for who, when. And also, stop going to lick the enemy team's nose. Like, for some reason, you have that really bad habit where you just try to get so close, you're basically licking the enemy team. Stop doing that.